All right, all right, all righty, right. Um, what do we got? It's Wednesday, about 6 o'clock, maybe a little bit after 6, and we're waiting on the Fed. Um, I've been watching the futures. They're flat. I saw them up, two down, two up, two down, two back and forth. The Dow looks like it's trading off a little bit, and the Nasdaq looks like it's sold off. I think I saw it as far as down 39 this morning. So nothing too aggressive. Everything's kind of waiting around. Really nothing big in the news. The focus is on the Fed. White House wants universal broadband. I think that's a pretty good idea. Um, Kind of shrink that education gap. Um, it's game over for global listed Chinese companies. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't understand what they're doing. Their power comes from their money. Um, it seems counterintuitive. I must be missing something, unless they feel that their market is so attractive that if they delist from the states and other foreign countries, that people will come to China to do business. But I wouldn't, because regulation changes so often. I'm just not comfortable. I don't think it's a good idea. I think this is the beginning of the end for the Chinese regime. But we shall see. So anyway, really not a lot going on in the in the news. As far as reports today, um, mortgage reports, retail sales month over month is going to be important at 8:30. Hopefully, they're still strong. If they're not, that's going to drag the market down. I'm convinced into the meeting. We have oil today, which obviously slows it down, and then 2 o'clock we have the interest rate decision, and then the FOMC projections, and then the Fed press conference. And I believe tomorrow he's speaking too. We got housing and building. Initial jobless claims, that's going to be looked at. Jobless claims are going to be looked at. Um, and Friday, we got one Fed talking. But I thought that the Fed went 2 days. I'm going to have to look at that. I'm pretty confident they do. Okay, so if we look at what we have going um, on the daily, again, indecisive hammer, and we're probably going to open up flat around there. So I mean, it's making another decent low, and if you look here, this is kind of an inverted head and shoulders. Normally, you want to look at them at a down pattern, but this still demonstrates that it may not have enough strength to continue that downward movement. So, my bias long term on the S&P is bullish based on the pattern, but I'd say I'm neutral, and I would go bullish breaking that trend line, or if you want to be conservative, breaking the high, be bullish. The only thing that is a little questioning or disconcerting is this divergence right here. So that's why I remain neutral. But again, neutral with a bullish bias. And that is how I'm going to look at this bad boy for the day. So today, um, if you look at the 60s, it's not common that you make a V bottom. So we might close this gap, turn around, test it again, and then take off to the upside. Or we might just roll around, test the low, and then take off to the upside. We had a nice return yesterday. Nice retrace. But we may get another test to that bottom, which wouldn't be too bad. What are we talking about? 606, 47, 40-point sell-off in the turnaround. We've seen that time and time again. Tesla's got a lot of action, so let's take a look at it on a swing trade. See how long it takes for it to pop up. All right, beautiful, beautiful. All right, this baby, right from the jump on the daily, I'm looking for more downside. Continue my bearish stance. So I mean, you could probably look for a position to get into calls. Look for that 910 gap close right there, and the entry. Oh, look at that, man! It looks just like it's looking just like the market. And she closed her gap already, so I'll expect that to turn around. But I don't see any entry really yet on it. I mean, really, you'd have to wait to break that 930 area. And then go short, look for that 910. Up here, I don't see anything. Maybe on a smaller time frame, you might be able to find something. And AMZN, that's giving us some good moves too. So you could trade calls on this if you're into it. And it looks exactly the same. As far as swing trades go, I'm looking for more downside on this. I'd say your next target is probably 275. I'd be comfortable with that 275 as a target. And it looks just like the S&P. So you'd have to drop down to a smaller time frame to find an entry point, which I didn't have my coffee yet, so I'm not going to do that for you. But so I've got I'm bullish on Tesla and bearish on Tesla and Amazon as far as the swing. At least my bias is bearish at the moment, and yeah, I don't see anything other than good bearish consideration on the dailies. So that's the spiel, man. I'm neutral to bullish on the S&P. It's got to break the highs. We got to get through Fed today, really, to see what's going on. I have to say I'm bearish on Amazon, bearish on Tesla. So I'm not saying sell it right here. What I'm saying is I would be looking for trade setups with a bias towards the bearish side of it. So anyway, good luck today. Let's hope for the best out of the Fed and get through all of this nonsense and hopefully have a nice Christmas rally from here and look for a good summer season. So remember, if you're strung out over this market movement, you're trading too large. So trade at a comfortable size. You have to have good risk management. You should be calm and cool. Everybody should be at peace when you trade. And good luck trading.